Hello! Happy Monday! How is everyone? I'm gonna wait for it to pop up with the share to groups. Hello! Let me see where everything is. Share, and we'll share it to these other ones too, because why not? Let's see. I know I said 8 o'clock, but we have a lot of stuff to do. And I'll talk about that in this video. Hi, Emily. Hi, Elise. We have a lot of stuff to do, and I'll talk about that in this video. For right now, I'm just going to wait for you guys to hop on. I'm going to put some rose water on to kind of, hi, Abby, get rid of some of this leftover makeup that's not going away. So, yeah, we've got so much going on in this house. It's insane. It's insane. So let me just spray some rose water and remove some more of this makeup. There we go. That's better, much better. All right. I'm just going to spray my face with it because I have so much redness going on. So a big question I got the other day was about how my skin has been lately. Someone asked and they were like, not to be rude, but they're like, does it mess with your skin that bad? And I was like, or is it the baby? And I was like, honestly, it's the baby. It's the baby. So I'm not offended at all how people have been asking me about my skin. It's not, what I'm using and stuff. It's genuinely the baby. So let me just put some eye primer on. My skin has been freaking out so bad since finding out I'm pregnant. So no matter what, it's just going to be bugging out. So I've been trying to be better about taking my makeup off at night, making sure I'm sticking to my nighttime routine. So hoping that it'll help. So also, if you guys share this video, please, and you share it, please comment beach below, and you might be added to something fun. So I'm putting this primer all over. That'll also help rub in some more of the rose water and hopefully get this redness down because it's really bad. It's really bad. I don't know why, but my skin's just been freaking out like crazy. Hi, Des. It's just been freaking out like crazy, and that's what comes with being pregnant, I guess. It's real fun. It's a real great treat. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. So, we have a lot to talk about tonight. And unfortunately, some of it is not the best news. But then we have some really great news. So, it's all going to come full circle. I promise. So, we'll start with the not so great. The beachfront collection is sold out. The beachfront collection is sold out. I'm really upset about that. So we sold out of not all the products, but most of the products, okay? So not everything is gone, but most of it is. And the items that are mostly gone are many of the lip butters and the Behold setting, not the Behold, I'm sorry. The setting, wow, why can't I talk today? What are you? The Beachfront Chilling Prime and Set Powder. This one, I can't talk today. I don't know why. I don't know. So, unfortunately, that is sold out. I'm trying to find a concealer so I can start putting some stuff on my face. So, unfortunately, that is sold out. But there are still many products that are still available. So, fret not. They are still available. And totally up for grabs. Yes, I found it. All right. Totally up for grabs. But we're also going to be talking about, hi Brienne, the June kudos. July. It's not even July yet. The June kudos. So I'm just putting on some concealer to start covering up this redness. I'm using the color Organza. Hi Kelly. Using the color Organza. Hello! I haven't unpacked yet from this wedding that I worked over the weekend. Probably should do that, but I haven't done it yet, so it needs to be done. All right, I'm just spraying my blender, and let's start blending in. So, luckily, the highlighter, the blusher, and the bronzer are all still widely available. So you can still get your hands on them. And there are some lip butters that are still available. Some of the colors are still available, which is really good. So that helps out a lot. So my plan was to show the kudos and that, but unfortunately, it can't be both together due to what's not available anymore. So we're going to talk about the July Kudos and some other stuff that they just put on a super discount, including one of my favorite makeup palettes, eyeshadow palettes. So I can't wait to show you guys that. So we're blending all this in. And let me just brush it in a little bit. Ugh. Yeah, I haven't unpacked anything yet, and I'm like, I really need to do that. I just haven't. So, but it was a really good wedding that I worked this weekend. They were super nice. Hi, Shelby. Super nice. They were a great group. The bride was beautiful. Her friends were awesome. They were all just really, really fun. Oops. So, they were a really great group to work with, and I love working with really fun wedding groups. I've worked a few where it's like, I'm in like, this, I don't know. I can't even describe it. Like, I'm at a funeral, and everyone's just really quiet. But this group was really, really good. Alright, so I'm using the kabuki brush to help blend some of this in. Hi, Christine. There we go. So that's all concealer. So we covered up most of the redness. We're going to do more foundation in just a second. So they were a really, really good group. Let's do the Kudos. So the Kudos this month involves a few things. It has the mask, your choice of mask. It has your choice of Behold Setting Finishing Powder with SPF 25 in it. Hi, Tiffany. And it has BB Flawless in it, which BB Flawless is my favorite in the summer because it's light and it's not super heavy and it gives me enough coverage, so it's not super over the top. So we're going to use some BB to blend into the rest of this foundation. Or this concealer, I'm sorry. I can't talk today. It's like, it's funny. It's like I go off a live. I just stopped doing lives for a while and I forget what to do. Like I forget how to do anything. I'm like, what do I do? What do I talk about? So this is a lesson that I should be doing this more often. And you'll see by like the end of the week, it'll be like, what are you talking about? You forget what to do. You were perfect. All right, so we're adding in some BB. We're going to start blending that in. So it's a dewy finish. It's not heavy. It's very light. Easily blends in. I'm using the color Bisque. So I'm using the color Bisque. I'm going to use another blender. Also, all my Good Beauty blenders are really gross right now. They need to get cleaned, like bad. So blending it all in. Again, using my cheap little sponges for now, which I don't like using, but beggars can't be choosers when you run out of stuff. And it's adding some extra hydration to my skin, which is super important. I like using this also in the winter, and I combine it with the concealer for a much heavier coverage. But it's still enough where it's not over the top, and it's going to keep my skin hydrated because my skin is very dry in the winter. All right. Cool beans. So that is on. So that is one of the parts to the Kudos bundle. So then the other part is the finishing powder with SPF 25 in it. And this is really great because, hi Jennifer, this is really great because if you are someone who likes a light coverage just for going to the beach and stuff, they come in light, medium, dark, and deep. So there's 4 shades. And this will give you just enough coverage so you're not wearing a lot of makeup when you go to the beach. But it's also offering your skin a lot of protection with the SPF 25 in it. So this is hands down one of my favorite products for the summer because there's times where I'm at the beach and I just need that little bit on, and I hate putting sunblock on my face. Hi Brianna, I hate putting sunblock on my face. It feels weird. I don't like it. So then I use this instead. So that way I'm still getting coverage, but I also look great. So it's a win-win for everyone. So I'm going to let my BB sink in for a little bit more just to mattify it just a bit. And I'll show you guys the rest of that in just a second. I really like forget how to do lives when I don't do them for a while. I feel like I'm like, ooh, what do I do? What do I talk about? I'm like breathless because I'm so nervous. I don't know why. I do. So I'm going to do my eyebrows really quick. Hi, Cassie. So I'm going to use our brow pencil, which fills them in just nice and lightly. I feel like there's like a hair. Probably a dog hair somewhere. Story of my life. So we're just going to fill in just a little bit. Hi, Nicole. Fill in just a bit. That way our brows don't look so weird not being done up. So everyone asked me like, hi, Andrea. They're like, how'd you get so good at makeup? First off, hi, Barbara. It's a lot of practice, okay? It's a lot of practice. It's a lot of, you know, watching a lot of videos on YouTube, trying to figure out, like, how to do stuff, learning your face shape, all that fun stuff. So it's time-consuming when you're learning, but once you get into your rhythm and you figure out what works for you, it doesn't seem that time-consuming anymore. So I used to, when I was just getting into makeup, I never did my eyebrows. Ever. You know how weird that looked? Real weird. I never did my eyebrows. And they would always look really super wonky. So I'd have this full face of makeup on. I'm talking wings, dark eyeshadow, all this stuff. And I'd have no eyebrows at all. Like Whoopi Goldberg, no eyebrows. So I realized they're kind of important. So I started filling them in more, but how I was filling them in was weird too. I was using just like a straight brow brush, putting some, oh my god, I can't talk. Some eyeshadow on it in brown and like filling in my brows, and it just looked so weird. So it was one of those like I had to learn how to do them. And then finally I got into the habit of like learning how to do them and actually doing them. And now I can't leave the house without doing them, otherwise I feel weird. And if I don't have them done, I put a hat on. Because that's how it is. Alright, so we have that on. So again, let's do this. So we're going to put on the Behold Setting powder. So I'm just going to prime it a little bit. And a little product's coming out, but that's okay. So I'm using light. And I'm just applying it over top of my makeup. And it's adding that nice light finish to it without being over the top heavy. And the more you use it, the more it primes itself. So the more you use it, the better. Because the more it'll have more product in the tip. So that works out. Alright, so then next up, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of bronzer. And then we can move on to the eyeshadow palette. So actually, do I have bronzer up here that I want to use or no? Probably don't. That's probably in here. I told you guys, like, all my stuff is such a mess right now because I did a wedding, and so, like, I had to consolidate, hi, Kelly, 3 makeup trunks into 1. So 3 makeup trunks into 1 makeup trunk, and that is a special kind of torture. It's fun to an extent, but it's also a special kind of torture because you have so much stuff. So it turns into like this whole ordeal. Alright, so I'm going to take my fluffy brush here. I'm using my bronzer in Hermosa. I'm just going right underneath my cheekbone here. We're warming up our look on our forehead. And this is just warming it up a little bit. so it doesn't seem so one color. My skin is like just flushing tonight. Who needs blush when you just are already blushing for no reason? Who needs it? We'll do a little blush anyway, because why not? So we're gonna use a little bit of the Beachfront blusher, and I'm talking a little bit because it is strong. A little bit of the Beachfront blusher. So it's giving us a natural flush. So these are still available. The blusher, the bronzer, and the highlighter are all still available. The primer is not, and many of the lip butters are sold out. So if you didn't grab them, go grab them now. Run, don't walk. I'm not even kidding. So then we're gonna do quick highlight. Just to finish off our face. I love this highlighter. I'm totally gonna buy more of it. It's really strong, but not over the top strong. And I love the cooling finish to it. And it's just very nice and bright. All right, so let's get to these eyes. Let's do these eyes, man. Let's do these eyes. So we're gonna use this palette, which is 50% off. It's our beloved palette 2. And actually, I'm really glad it came in today because I actually left it at the venue. So the mother of the bride dropped it off to me today. Praise Jesus, because I was going to bug out because I'm like, it's a sold out product. She dropped it off to me today. And I was like, perfect timing because I have to talk about that now, as it's going to be clearanced out. All right, let's get some good brushes out. Let's get some good ones. Some good ones. Hi, Mariah. Hi, Kayla. All right, so we got some brushes up. Let's do this. So this palette is 50% off right now. It is our beloved Volume 2 palette. It has the colors Doting, Wooed, Irreplaceable, and Wistful, all in that order. So it is only $26 right now. Huge bargain. Huge steal. Because hello. So we're going to start off with Doting. And cover up our lid here. Hi, Kenzie. So we're starting off with Doting, which is this nice bright white color. Just to kind of get a base going. Just a nice base. We're going up past the crease. So it's nice and blended. Right in there. Okay? So then next up, we want to create a really nice, pretty pink smoky eye, which is why this palette is great, because it lets you do that very simply. I think I know why I'm so flushed. I had forgotten to bring water to my gym class when I was teaching, so that'll be why. So we're going to start off with Wistful here too. We're going to use Wistful, which is really nice mauve-y color, and blend it on the outer V in circular motions. Hi Ainsley, congratulations. The outer V in circular motions. And bringing it in toward the center just a little bit, not a lot. Really keeping it nice and light and simple. I don't know what they're talking about up there, but I'm scared. My husband's like, not yelling at my mom, but making fun of my mom for something. So bringing it in just a little bit too, making sure we're blending it out. underneath the eye here a bit. So it's starting to shape around the eye. And then we're going to take Irreplaceable. And every time I hear Irreplaceable, I'm like, to the left, to the left. And again, go back in. But we're going to go more into the crease with it. And it's starting to brighten it up. Hi, Cassie. Starting to brighten it up a little bit more. Gonna use a plain brush. Hi, Stephanie. A little bit fluffier of a brush to help that blend. See, it's starting to brighten up. So again, this palette that I'm using today is currently 50% off on my website. It's originally $52. It is now only $26 for these 4 colors. Super pigmented. Super gorgeous. Hello. So we're creating, excuse me, that nice simple smoky eye. Ugh. Trying to cross your legs when you're pregnant is really hard to do too. I'm also going to go back in with a little bit of dotting up here. And go right where the crease, where the edge of my shadow is meeting my brow bone. And going back in here too a little bit. To keep that nice and light. Blending that in. This was supposed to be a really quick live, but it's not turning into a really quick live. Mostly because I'm missing all my good products and I have to find all my stuff because, like I said, I work the wedding, so like everything is like not missing, but it's all over the place, so it's not where it should be. So that's driving me nuts. So, hello. So I'm going to use a sponge brush now and use the last color, Wood. And I'm using the sponge brush because I want to really saturate the color. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to spray my sponge brush with rose water. And rose water is good for, it reduces the redness on my face. And the rose water is also really good for making your colors much more pigmented as you apply it. So I'm loading up my sponge brush here. And I'm going to start patting the color in. I'm not swiping it in, I'm patting it in. The little bit of dampness on the brush is making the color pop more and making it stick. Like so. If we swiped it, it'd be a totally different effect. So I'm going to go back in, I'm going to spray it again. I'm going to do my other eye. So again, loading up my brush. Please don't be freaked out, that's my laundry being done. So patting it in, and that's making the color much more saturated, much more bright. And I'm putting it in the inner corner too. Just to brighten it up a little bit more. Once we've done that, I'm going to take this little small crease brush again. Just start kind of blend it in together in the crease. Outer V. And then we're going to bring it down around our eyes here. So we have a nice bright pinky look. Not super over the top. Really pretty for like anyone who's got all those summer weddings coming up. Really pretty eye look for that. It's gorgeous for that. So that's why I love this palette, because it's so versatile. It's beautiful for Valentine's Day, which is when we come out with it, but it's really great for all the other holidays coming up, and many other events coming up. So we have this nice bright pink smoky eye going on. All right, so now that that's done, I'm going to pop some mascara on. Using our 4D, because duh, it's the best. And if you haven't tried the 4D yet, you need to. It is amazing. Hi, Amanda. It is amazing. Curling my lashes quick. Ooh, I felt like there was a lash moving. We'll find out. Oh, I see it. There we go. Got it. Better. So I'm going to take the 4D, and again, you want to take off any excess there may be. And you're going to do the wiggle and roll. So, you're going to wiggle at the base. Get your volume in there. And then we're going to roll the brush away from your body, away from your lashes, to deposit those fibers and seal them in. And look at that difference already. So we're going to do it again on the other side. So we're going to let that coat dry. And while that coat's drying, we're going to do the other eye. So again, at the base, wiggle and roll. So at the wiggle, and that gets the volume in. And then start rolling away from your body. I like can't talk when I do this. Woo! So then I'm going to take the second coat and do the other eye. This time I'm going from the middle of my lashes to the tips to add that extra length. And if you notice, I kind of got my eyes squinted a little bit. But that's mostly because I want to really get the tips of my lashes without getting it onto the lid of my eye. So I squint just that little bit to be sure I'm getting right where I need to be. And I'm just going to go back and forth until I get the length that I want. Now here's the other thing. I have really tiny baby lashes. Let me get the bottom ones really quick. I have really tiny baby lashes. Hi, Jessica. So to me, this is a huge difference, okay? I know I've posted some pictures and people are like, my lashes don't look like that. It really also depends on your natural lash length. If you have tiny baby lashes like I do, it's going to give you extreme length for your natural lashes, okay? So it's not going to all of a sudden give you like lashes out to here. It's going to give you that just enough to give the appearance of falsies without being actually falsies on your eyes. So we have that on. Now let's do something with our lips. So I know, so the lip butters that are sold out, I'm not going to use. I'm hoping there's one down here that's not sold out. We're going to do Saltwater Shimmer. So Saltwater Shimmer is not sold out. It is a plain neutral color. It is a slightly shimmery, Guys, I can't talk tonight. Oh my god. It's clear. It's a shimmer clear, okay? And it smells like peppermint. So it plumps your lips up enough. And keeps them really, really hydrated. Like, they're really, really hydrated right now. So they have enough moisture to them through the day. So you don't have to keep reapplying it a lot. I wore mine, I think I reapplied it once during the day today at work. I think I reapplied it once. But super hydrating. They smell great too. That little bit of peppermint gives it a little bit of a pout. So it plumps them just enough. Really, really great product. Hands down my favorite. I'm really sad that it's limited edition. I hope they come out with more of them. Like, come out with, like, lip butters in, like, the winter or something. Just something to, like, I don't know, just keep them going. They're really pretty. All right, so that is it for my live tonight. I know it was a little crazy and a little weird, and I was really upset because I had this whole plan figured out. And then finding out that that collection is sold out kind of my plans. But that's okay, because I got to show you guys the Kudos instead. And this beautiful palette, which is 50% off until Wednesday. All right, so it's only until Wednesday. It's not 50% off forever, unfortunately. So it's 50% off until Wednesday. All right, I'm going to get going. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I always greatly appreciate it. You guys are the bomb. Love, love, love when people tune in. Even if it's for like 5 seconds. I still really appreciate it and I really enjoy it. All right, guys, I will talk to you all later. Bye.